Since lipstick is my goal, everything's just as
into the blue, tropical fish, life is my dream. From aquariums to mystery scenes, this is the place where passion beams. A.L.E.X. Cardinale's here, bringing the vibes every day, all
Waves got bopping, you just can't stop. Easter bunny goes pop, 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 rockin' on.
hit the sub, let's explore. A.L.E.X. Cardinale's here, bringing the vibes every day, all year. It's so much more. Keep you locked all day, so tune in now, don't miss the show. Alex Cardinale, let's go.
This fish keeping livestream is proudly presented by Oasis Aquatics. Find your next rare freshwater exotic fish at oasisaquaticsonline.com. It is also presented to you by Higer. Looking for aquarium supplies at good prices? Higer has you covered with filters, wave makers, air pumps, lights, and so much more. Link is in description of the show.
Take my friend, where Aqua Alex is the trend. Don't be swimming without him, underwater world is set. From fresh water to the salty breeze, cichlids swaying with ease, catfish lurking in the seas, our balls dancing like the bees. Aquatic wetline kicking strong, watch the fish and sing along. Every species you belong, where the white world is our song. In the coral reef so bright, Alex shows us beauty and light. Underwater's day and night, everything's in perfect sight. Doubts and trust to those angels' grace, the deep blue we embrace. Fish just spin at a rapid pace, Alex leads us to this place.
Hello, tropical fish keepers. Welcome to Aquatic Wetline here on the Alex Cardinale Network. Welcome to the very first Fish Store Spotlight of 2025. Welcome to the March Fish Store Spotlight. Tonight, we are going to present the online stock list of some of the most best and highest quality online fish stores. You're going to see the stock list of fish stores like Oasis Aquatics, Nationwide Aquatics, Imperial Tropicals, and you'll also see the stock list of some new online fish stores like Underground Aquatics, Blue Hook Aquatics, and North Florida Aqua. I'm also going to feature some featured fish from some of the online fish stores. You'll learn about fish like the red-tailed giant gourami, the Synodontis decoris, and more. And I also have a couple of big announcements to make to start the show, and I'll be making those announcements momentarily. Now, if you're watching this show live, thank you so much for tuning in, and be sure to let me know what new fish you want to get in the chat. And if you have any fish keeping questions you want me to answer, please go ahead and post those fish keeping questions down in the chat, and I will answer your questions throughout the show. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get this show started. And we're going to start with some epic announcements. And here is my first announcement. I am proud to announce that Aquatic Wetline and all my fish keeping live streams, which includes Aquatic Wetline, Cichlid Talk, Life in the Amazon, and Life in Africa, has a new sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce that Higer is officially my newest sponsor for my fish keeping shows. Now, Higer is an aquarium supply company. They supply aquarium products such as LED lights, aquarium wave makers, aquarium air pumps, filters, heaters, and more. And what's awesome about Higer is that their products are high quality, but they're at a very affordable price. They're affordable for your wallet, and they're great for your aquarium. I'm thrilled to welcome Higer to Aquatic Wetline, and I am happy to have them on board as my newest sponsor. Now, as part of my sponsorship with Higer, I'm going to be reviewing some products. I've got a couple of products being shipped out to me this week. So this week I will have my very first Higer product review videos up on my YouTube channel. I'm going to be reviewing a beautiful water change pump, as well as a beautiful UV sterilizer from my 125-gallon aquarium. And then, of course, there's other products that I'd like to review from Higer. But I am thrilled to welcome Higer as my newest sponsor, joining Oasis Aquatics as the featured sponsors of Aquatic Wetline. Now, I usually don't try to get more than one or two sponsors per show. But when Higer reached out to me, and yes, it was Higer that actually reached out to me, I felt honored and I welcomed them aboard. So now I have Oasis Aquatics and Higer as my sponsors. So thank you very much. And the link is in the description. If you want to purchase from Higer, use my link. You'll get 10% off, and I'll get 10% of every sale that I make using my referral link. So make sure to check that out. All right, my next announcement is another awesome one, and I know I've been promising that I was going to be releasing my new merch in my merch store really soon. Well, my merch store is now up and running, and merchandise is now available for purchase. And here is an example of some of the fish keeping merch that I have for you right now. Up on my website right now, I have some Aquatic Wetline and Cichlid Talk merchandise. I have an Aquatic Wetline latte mug and a Cichlid Talk latte mug, which has the official logos of Aquatic Wetline and Cichlid Talk on them. There's also Aquatic Wetline and Cichlid Talk t-shirts available at my website, which is Alex Cardinale Network.fourthwall.com. The link will be in the description of today's episode. You can click on the link in the description, and it'll take you to my website where you can see my merchandise. You can purchase these Aquatic Wetline merchandise. I really, really appreciate anyone who supports me and purchases some of these amazing merchandise that are out there. All right, so my next announcement is not about me. It's a sad loss for the aquarium hobby. One beloved online fish store has recently closed. and they're out of business. And that is a cichlid online store that was infamous all around the aquarium hobby. It was known worldwide. Tangled Up in Cichlids, after 30 years, announced it is no more. Tangled Up in Cichlids is now closed, unfortunately. So Tangled Up in Cichlids will no longer be featured on our fish store spotlights because they're out of business. But I wanted to take a quick moment to address that here on the online fish store spotlight. And I wanted to say thank you to Jeff Rafts and Kevin Cumberton for doing an amazing job for 3 straight decades. Congratulations on Tangled Up in Cichlid success, and I hope you guys have a wonderful retirement. All right, and my last announcement is kind of a personal achievement. It's going along with the Grand Spectacle weekend, where I'm going to be celebrating 11 years on YouTube. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been working for the past couple of years, and money is hard to come by. I am saving up some money, but this year I'm going to be going to New Jersey and Aquashella, and I might need a little bit of help. So if any of my amazing viewers would like to help me, here is how. You can donate to the A.C.E. network and help me go to New Jersey. And your donations will go to things like airplane tickets, hotels, Aquashella tickets, etc. So you can donate to the Alex Cardinale Network 11-year Grand Spectacle by sending any and all donations to Cash App, $Alex Card 1993. Any donation is greatly appreciated. It is not required, but it is appreciated, and any amount is appreciated. There is no set amount that you need to give. I appreciate all donations. And those are our fun announcements to start our show tonight. We've got some live viewers joining us. Tyler's in the house. Hey, Tyler, how are you? I am doing amazing. Thank you again for stopping by on my live stream. I appreciate that. And Tyler says, congratulations on 11 years. Thank you very, very much. All right. Well, since tonight we're talking about online fish stores and getting new fish, I'm going to pose the question to you, my fish keeping viewers. What new fish species do you want to get? Let me know in the comments and in the chat below. And you could also ask me any questions that you want. I'm going to start by answering this question. What new fish species do I want to get? Well, I should preface this by saying that I recently made a 180. I recently made some severe changes to my 125-gallon aquarium. I rehomed my aggressive cichlids. I rehomed my Dovai cichlids and my orange and goo pike because they were just too aggressive for me. So I am in the process of turning my 125-gallon aquarium back into a South American cichlid tank. And ideally, I'm going to make it a Oscar cichlid aquarium. I am going to keep my large jaguar, though. My large jaguar and my Carpintis will probably be the only Central American cichlids in there. So ideally, in my 125-gallon aquarium, I'm going to have an Oscar or 2 or 3, probably a tiger, a red, and an albino tiger Oscar. So now that you're up to date, here are some of the new fish that I want to get. I definitely want to get a new Oscar. This time, I'd like to get a red Oscar. It has been a couple of years since I've had a true red Oscar, and I haven't seen them available in my area for the longest time. So I'm probably going to have to order a red Oscar online, but that's going to be a keeper. It's going to be a fish that I grow out until it no longer is with me, as well as my beautiful fish that I have now, such as my silver dollars and my limeless shovelnose. So I definitely want to get a red Oscar. I also want to get maybe a Severum cichlid again. That's for the 125. Now, the 10-gallon tank, which is behind me, is currently empty. Unfortunately, I made a rookie mistake and I did a water change. And I guess the clean water had a little bit of a temperature difference. And for a 10-gallon tank, that's a lot because remember, 10 gallons is a nano aquarium and it kills my betta and the glow tetras, or excuse me, the Pristilla tetras, the gold Pristilla tetras were nipping at my betta. So I had to rehome them. So now my 10-gallon tank is empty, but I've been thinking about what I want to do with my 10-gallon aquarium, and I've gone that I really, really am considering getting a Bolivian ram cichlid. I think a Bolivian ram and a school of tetras and some African dwarf frogs would be amazing. So that's what I would really want to get, a Bolivian ram, maybe some lemon tetras, and a couple of dwarf frogs. So that's a new fish species that I would like to get. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started and check out some of the best fish stores stock list. And right now, we are going to start with Oasis Aquatics, since it is our sponsor, our official live fish sponsor. So let's check out the stock list of Oasis Aquatics, and we're going to see their awesome new website, because the last time I did a fish store spotlight, Oasis Aquatics still had the oasisaquaticsnj.com website, and now they have oasisaquaticsonline.com. All right, so here we are at the new Oasis Aquatics website, which you can find at oasisaquaticsonline.com. Look at the beautiful Leopoldi stingray and arowanas and such. So let's see what's in stock right now at Oasis Aquatics. And yes, Oasis Aquatics is officially open again, and he is shipping again. So you can definitely place some orders if you want from my buddy Tom over at Oasis Aquatics. We're waiting for my computer to go. My computer is a little bit slow, so please bear with me. But we should be, here we go. Here is the stock list. Giant red-tailed gourami, a beautiful fish. Fahaka puffers, and the cherry biker and the Nile biker. And that is a gorgeous tiger Oscar. Don't be surprised if I end up picking up that Oscar. A beautiful African lungfish. Some beautiful sun catfish, which are a great catfish for cichlid aquariums. The Royal Pleco is currently out of stock, unfortunately. The African tiger scat is currently out of stock, unfortunately. Some beautiful Frontosa. You guys know that I love Frontosa. So that is the stock at oasisaquaticsonline.com. And now we're going to talk about our first couple of featured fish tonight. And from the Oasis Aquatics stock list, we are going to feature the red-tailed giant gourami and the African lungfish. So let's start with the red-tailed giant gourami. This is a beautiful gourami, and I am a fan of gouramis. A lot of the gouramis, though, stay a little bit too small for my liking and for the type of fish that I keep. But this is one gourami that will do well in an aquarium with the fish that I keep. The red-tailed giant gourami can live with Oscars and larger cichlids and other large fish. The red-tailed giant gourami can grow to about 18 to 19 inches and sometimes even larger than that. So if you're thinking about keeping a red-tailed giant gourami, be aware that they can reach close to 2 feet in length, and they're going to require at least a 125-gallon aquarium. But the red-tailed giant gourami is a beautiful gourami, and it's a little bit less aggressive than the normal giant gourami, and they're very easy to keep, and they love to eat. The African lungfish, on the other hand, is a very cool prehistoric dinosaur-like fish. It is called the lungfish because it has a lung, and the lungfish can actually breathe air. The lungfish periodically has to come to the surface and get air. Otherwise, it will drown in an aquarium if it cannot get to the surface and breathe air. That's very interesting about the lungfish. And they have evolved over thousands of years. And they can actually survive out of water for a very, very, very long time. It could be days or even weeks, as long as they stay moist. And in the wild, they stay moist by going into mud and stuff like that. So this is a very interesting fish. I've always been fascinated by the African lungfish. They do get quite large. The African lungfish can get up to 2 feet and sometimes even larger. They can be kind of aggressive towards tank mates. Some people have had success housing the lungfish with other fish. Some people haven't. If I were to try a lungfish, I would probably try it with aggressive cichlids and Oscars, etc. And that is the Oasis Aquatics featured fish species. And again, he is open now, so if you'd like to order from Oasis Aquatics, it would support Aquatic Wetline and a aquarium hobbyist owned business. I'm pretty sure all the fish stores that we're going to talk about tonight are aquarium hobbyist owned as well. All right, so now we're going to move on to our next online fish store, and this is probably the biggest online fish store that is going to try and replicate Tangled Up in Cichlids and Cichlids of America. It is Wet Spot Tropical Fish, and Wet Spot
Everything stuck,
Sorry about that. My big finger pressed a button on my tablet. But anyway, Wet Spot Tropical Fish has been around for a very long time, and they're going to be trying to import more beautiful cichlids. So let's check out the Wet Spot Tropical Fish stock list, shall we? All right, so under their new fish category, which was updated last Friday, they have some beautiful OB peacock cichlids. You guys know I love my African cichlids. They're very, very beautiful. They've got some beautiful new tetras in stock as well. Geophagus abalios, very, very cool. And look how cool those new bettas are that they have in stock. You guys know that I do like bettas, and I'm kind of torn whether or not I want another betta or a Bolivian ram as my centerpiece in my nano aquarium, but I guess I will figure that out when I buy new fish in a couple of weeks. So here are some interesting catfish that are in stock at Wet Spot right now. You've got striped Raphael. You've got your Hacer Oriesis, which is a very interesting catfish, and some different species of Synodontis. And the marble talking catfish is very cool as well. But now let's check out the oddballs that Wet Spot Tropical Fish has in stock at the moment. And you're going to see the African dwarf frog. That is a aquatic amphibian. It is fully aquatic. It lives its life 100% in water. And believe it or not, these cannot be kept singly. The African dwarf frog is a schooling amphibian, so please keep them in groups of at least 3 or 4. And at least 3 or 4 can be kept in a 10-gallon aquarium. They've also got African butterfly fish, African knife fish. So a lot of cool fish in stock right now at Wet Spot Tropical Fish. Fire eels, Indian striped peacock eels. Mouth Almighty is a new fish for me. I never seen that before. So some very, very interesting fish available at Wet Spot. And now we're taking a look at some of the cichlids that are available. And at the bottom of the stock list, you're going to see some beautiful geophagus, the white-spotted earth eater, Santa Perca leocoustica. And I've been thinking about purchasing a couple of babies and growing them out for my big display tank. And that is the stock list from Wet Spot Tropical Fish. And now we're going to feature a couple of fish from Wet Spot. And the fish that we're going to feature from Wet Spot Tropical Fish, 3 fish tonight. We're going to feature the Geophagus abalios. We're going to feature the Hacer Oriesis. And we're also going to feature the African knife fish. So the Geophagus abalios, one of my favorite geophagus. It belongs to the Geophagus ceramnosus complex. They can grow to about 8 to 9 inches in length. Very cool, very docile, very laid back earth eater, does not cause any problems. In 2023, I had a whole group of them and I loved them. And then in November of 2023, I had an aquarium wipe out from a bad bacteria, and I was very devastated to lose my Geophagus abalios, but I'm glad to see them back in stock, and Wet Spot seems to be the place to get the Geophagus abalios. The African knifefish, for me, a really cool oddball knifefish species from Africa. And what I really admire and respect about the African knifefish is that it looks like a pygmy clownfish. And pygmy in the aquarium hobby means dwarf. Or excuse me, not clownfish, clown knife. The African knifefish looks like a pygmy clown knife. A dwarf clown knife, doesn't it? It grows to about 8 inches. And the Hacer oriensis are a very interesting mouse catfish that come from South America. I've kept groups of these guys before when I worked with a fish store that imported from Peru, and they are very, very cool catfish. And that is tonight's featured fish from Wet Spot Tropical Fish. Before we get to our next online fish tour, let's check the comments. I see we have a couple of awesome comments coming in right now. Michael Cunningham says, congratulations on 11 years, Alex, and still going strong. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And Tyler says, yes, Alex is really good at what he does. I don't know why more people aren't watching. This is so entertaining. Keeps you captivated. Thank you, Tyler. That definitely means a lot to me, and I definitely agree with you. I think many more people should be watching, but I think in due time, the audience numbers will go up more. And I can't wait for that. But to preface that, I do appreciate everyone that watches my shows and my live streams and my videos. Thank you all for taking time out of your day and your busy schedule to be with me to watch my amazing live streams. All right, so right now we're going to feature a new fish store, I believe. I don't think I featured this fish store in my previous episodes of Fish Store Spotlight. Maybe I have. I don't know. I'm getting older, so maybe I'm forgetting things. But I also wanted to feature this fish store because I met the owner of it, Charles. He's a really good aquarium hobbyist. And I also moderate his Facebook group for him because he has a lot of things going on, and I have a lot of free time recently. So I appreciate being able to work on his group and help the fish keepers out there. So anyway, let's check out the stock list of Lone Star tropical fish. So as you can see, when you go on Lone Star Rare Exotic Fish, you have the chance to get 10% off, $10 off, and all sorts of deals. And I won 10% off. So they sent me an email and a text, and I will use that whenever I can order from Lone Star, which is awesome. So as you can see, they've got some beautiful fish, albino silver arowanas, red-tailed catfish. And the interesting thing about red-tailed catfish, my interest in red-tailed catfish was kind of tweaked last night because I went to a restaurant called Texas de Brazil, which is a Brazilian steakhouse, and it's based off Brazilian food. And they have a huge tank with some red-tailed cats, which are revered in Brazil. They really love their red-tailed cats in Brazil. They don't even eat them. If they catch them, they release them back into the waters because red meat from fish is bad, according to the South American locals. They do revere their red-tailed cats, and they also had some pacu, which are also revered, but they do eat the pacu. So that is the Lone Star Rare Exotic Fish Company stock list. I know I went on a little bit of a tantrum talking about the red-tailed catfish, but you know, I was very interested in them again. I remember I said never say never, and that is true, especially with red-tailed catfish, because I do have a very soft spot in my heart for them. But I do know that they will get massive, and I don't have the proper pond or aquarium for that, but I could in the very near future. You never know. All right, so let's move on to our next fish store. And now we're going to feature some fish from Nationwide Aquatics. Nationwide is on your side, at least in the aquarium hobby. Here is a Nationwide Aquatics stock list. So let's check out what they have in stock for cichlids to kick us off. The Nationwide Aquatic stock list. They've got zebra tilapia, which are known as the butterfacori. The butterfacori is a very aggressive tilapia. I would not recommend keeping it because it'll kill everything in your aquarium, or at least try to. You could probably keep it with doveye, trimac, and other aggressive fish like that, but it'll be World War III in your aquarium. So now we're going to check out some of the catfish that are available at Nationwide Aquatics. We've got some beautiful Synodontis, some beautiful Corydoris catfish. Let's see what else is in stock for catfish right now. Hapalo catfish, which are very cool. They're like a Corydoris, but a lot larger. And there's also a Synodontis decoris, which I really like. And that's going to be our featured fish from Nationwide. So let's check out some of the oddballs that you'll find at Nationwide. Look at the size of that peacock bass. So that is the stock list from Nationwide Aquatics, which you can find online at nationwideaquaticsusa.com. So now we're going to feature our featured fish from Nationwide Aquatics, and that is the Synodontis decoris. Now, this is my favorite Synodontis catfish. It is one of the largest growing Synodontis. It is known as the clown Synodontis, and the Synodontis decoris can get up to about a foot. So that is a really big Synodontis, and they're very hardy, and they do well, and they can hold their own with cichlids. You can definitely keep the Synodontis decoris with either South and Central American cichlids or even African cichlids. They are very territorial and boisterous. The Synodontis decoris will find a home in your rock or cave work, and it'll chase out other cichlids, other fish, and even other catfish. I had a Synodontis decoris for years that owned a rock. He would even push out a 12 to 14-inch Niger catfish. So these catfish are really cool. They're very hardy and easy to keep, just like other Synodontis catfish species that are out there. All right, so now we're going to check out an online fish store that is in my state, and that is Imperial Tropicals. I have purchased from Imperial Tropicals a couple of times. Most recently, I ordered from Imperial Tropicals way back in 2023. That was for my 9-year anniversary, and I got a school of Brocius Corydoris and some banjo catfish. And I have been dying to order from Imperial Tropicals again. And you never know, I may order from Imperial Tropicals for a special celebration coming up really soon. But here is the Imperial Tropicals stock list. So as you can see, here is their newest arrivals, and they've got a very rare cichlid called the tuba cichlid. That is a very rare cichlid you don't see too often in the aquarium hobby. They've got some beautiful Dalmatian mollies, which are one of my favorites. That's a beautiful peacock, and a beautiful yellow, like gold rainbow fish, which looks very interesting. There is the Argentina cichlid, which is one of my favorite Central Americans that I have yet the opportunity to keep. Mouth-brooding Severums, one of my favorite of the Severum family. Very, very interesting fish in its own right. So let's go take a look at some of the South American cichlids that are in stock right now. They've got some beautiful electric blue acaras, some beautiful Cynospilium, although the Viaja Cynospilium is not from South America. The Viaja Cynospilium is actually from Central America, Mexico, Honduras, etc. So let's take a look at some of the Oscars that Imperial Tropicals has. You know, Imperial Tropicals has been around for a while. When I first found out about them, they were doing mainly African cichlids, but now they do South American cichlids and other fish as well. So they've got some beautiful albino Oscars, some beautiful red Oscars, and I really want a red Oscar. So hopefully by the time I get paid, they will have some red Oscars left in stock, which are very, very cool. So we're going to take a look at some of the other South American cichlids that are in stock, such as their dwarf cichlids and their severums. And as you can see, they've got the red spot severum, the mouth brooding severum. So those are all of the interesting fish species that are available at imperialtropicals.com. Such a really great fish store. And it is time for our final featured fish of the evening. And our final featured fish tonight from Imperial Tropicals is going to be the beloved red Oscar and German blue ram. And I've always wanted a German blue ram, but I like the Bolivian ram a little bit more. The German blue ram is good for 20-gallon aquariums and larger, and the red Oscar, same care requirements as other Oscars, but it is all red, and that is the kind of Oscar that I would like to keep. All right, before we move on to our next fish store, let's take a look at the live comments. I see we have some more awesome live comments. And Tyler says, I also wanted to say on the last live stream, I think your music is really good. What app do you use? I use a AI music generator app. I believe it's called Sumo, S-U-M-O. I believe that would be the name of that app. But yeah, I use that AI song generator app. And Tyler says, wow, some are pretty cheap and very cool looking. Yes, sir. Definitely agree with you on that. So we got one more fish store we're going to check out before we take our quick intermission. And we're going to take a look at Underground Aquatics, the fish keeper from the underground. Let's take a look at the Underground Aquatics stock list. So we're going to start off with arowanas and gars and pikes. You guys know I love my arowanas, especially the Giardini. You know, in recent years, all I've had was silver arowanas, silver arowanas, silver arowanas, but it gets boring after a while keeping silvers. But I'd love to have a Giardini, and too bad the Arapaima gets way too big. I'd love to have an Arapaima, but they get so damn big. Red-tailed cat, we know my love of red-tailed cats. Tigrinus cats, you guys know how much I love the Tigrinus. And you guys know how much I want to keep the granulated catfish as well. But the marble dacara is a beautiful catfish as well. So some interesting fish at Underground Aquatics right now. Let's check out some of their cichlids real quick, if I can get this computer to work. So some of the cichlids available at Underground Aquatics include a very beautiful Temensis peacock bass, a beautiful green Terra, and some beautiful Oscars. And that is the Underground Aquatics stock list. All right, fish keepers, let's go ahead and take a quick intermission, which is being brought to us by our sponsors, Oasis Aquatics. Find your Oasis and your next tropical fish today at oasisaquaticsonline.com. It is also being brought to you by Higer. Find some affordable aquarium supplies at Higer, link in the description of today's episode, and also presented by StreamYard. Coming up next, right after our intermission, we're going to see the stock list of bronze cichlids, Discus Madness, and also Blue Hook Aquatics and North Florida Aqua, two new fish stores. That is coming up next here on the March 2025 Fish Store stock list, so don't go anywhere. During this intermission, you're going to hear a word from our sponsors and learn about some fun upcoming live streams. So stick around, folks. Don't go anywhere.
You are tuned in live to Aquatic Wetline with Aqua Alex. Welcome to the March 2025 Fish Store Spotlight, proudly brought to you by Oasis Aquatics, Higer, and StreamYard on the Alex Cardinale Network. Explore a world of rare fish at Oasis Aquatics. Visit them at oasisaquaticsonline.com. Upgrade your aquarium with affordable products from Hygge. Check the link in our description. And elevate your live streams with StreamYard. Broadcast like a pro. During this intermission, discover more about our fantastic sponsors and get a sneak peek of some fun and exciting upcoming live streams here on the Alex Cardinale Network. While you're waiting, tell us in the chat which fish species you're eyeing next and drop any questions you have. We love hearing from you. Stay tuned. Right after this break, we'll dive into the stock lists of Ron's cichlids, North Florida Aqua, Blue Hook Aquatics, and Discus Madness. Don't go anywhere.
Swimming in the digital sea, see the cichlid swim. Oasis Aquatics online where the waves begin. Got rays gliding smooth like cash in the wind. Oddballs, catfish, every fin's a win.
Virtual world, reef exotic dreams, it's a fish parade. Log on to the site, splash into the trade. Colors popping like confetti, every scale displayed. Oasis in your screen, aquatic escapade.
Oasis Aquatics bring the ocean to your door. Click, clack, tap, explore the underwater floor. From fins to flippers, vibrant fish galore. OasisAquaticsOnline.com, can't ignore.
Digital waves crash, pixels form a tide. Cichlids and oddballs swimming side by side. Catfish, whiskers twitch, rays spread wide. Every click's a ripple, come along for the ride.
Feels like scuba diving on a high-speed stream. Fish selection fast, straight out a dream. Wet wonders delivered with a digital gleam. Oasis Aquatics make your aquarium beam.
Bites and bubbles, the screens do shine. Dip into the ocean without a decline. Your tank's about to pop with the fish online.
Oasis Aquatics, it's a modern sign.
Dive into savings with Hygge Aquarium products. Are you an aquarium enthusiast searching for top-notch products at unbeatable prices? Look no further than Hygge. From vibrant LED lights that make your fish shine to reliable filters, wave makers, and water pumps, Hygge has every aquarium need covered. Teaming up with Aqua Alex, we're thrilled to bring quality, affordable supplies to hobbyists across the United States. Whether you're outfitting your first tank or upgrading your current setup, Hygge products offer the perfect balance of quality and value. Supporting small creators and their audiences, Hygge is your go-to for saving money while enhancing your aquatic world. Don't miss out. Visit the link in today's show description or head to hyggeonline.com. Ref = SAC Network to shop now.
Dive into the world of fish and pet kingdom. Are you passionate about animals, tropical fish, or both? If you answered yes to any of these, then our Facebook group is the perfect place for you. Fish and Pet Kingdom is a vibrant community that welcomes tropical fish enthusiasts from every corner of the globe, whether you are into freshwater or saltwater aquariums. But that's not all. We embrace all pet lovers, whether you have dogs, cats, reptiles, birds, or small mammals. Even if you simply adore animals, you're invited to join our friendly community. Connect with fellow animal lovers, share your cherished fish and pets, and engage in lively discussions. Have a tropical fish or pet YouTube channel? Feel free to share your videos, something you won't find in many other groups. We can't wait to welcome you. Visit us at facebook.com/groups/tropicalfish and Pet Kingdom, or simply search for Fish and Pet Kingdom on Facebook. Join us today and be part of our amazing community.
Alex Cardinale here, a proud StreamYard affiliate. Are you looking for an app to live stream to various platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram? Well, consider StreamYard. I have been using StreamYard since 2021 and I love it. StreamYard is the best live streaming service in my personal opinion. It gives you a professional look and makes your live stream look like a television show. Here are 7 reasons you should join StreamYard today. Easy setup and interface. StreamYard's user-friendly interface allows novices and experts alike to set up and operate live streams effortlessly. Multi-streaming. StreamYard lets users broadcast to multi-platforms simultaneously, reaching a wider audience and enhancing their online presence. Customization and branding with StreamYard. Users can customize their streams by adding logos, overlays, backgrounds, banners, videos, and more to match their brand identity. Engagement and interaction. StreamYard makes it easy to engage with viewers by displaying comments, collecting questions, and conducting live polls during the stream. And did you know you can host a giveaway using StreamYard? Just go to StreamYard.com/giveaway. Screen sharing and live interviews. Users can share their screens or bring in guests for interviews or panel discussions, expanding the possibilities for engaging content. Stream recording and downloads. StreamYard automatically records all streams, allowing users to download and repurpose their content for multiple platforms. And last but not least, top-notch support and community. StreamYard takes pride in offering reliable support and fostering a passionate community of streamers, making it the perfect choice for a streaming platform. So, if you want to join StreamYard and succeed like me, then just click the link in today's YouTube description. The link to StreamYard is in YouTube description and also in the YouTube chat of this live stream. I love StreamYard, and I'm sure you'll love StreamYard as well.
Attention all cichlid enthusiasts. Dive into the vibrant world of Lake Tanganyika with Cichlid Talk's upcoming episode, hosted by none other than the Cichlid man himself, Alex Cardinale. Mark your calendars for Thursday, March 20th, 2025, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Learn how cichlids from Lake Tanganyika differ from cichlids in Lake Malawi. Join Alex as he explores the fascinating lives of Tanganyika's unique cichlid species, including the majestic Frontosa cichlid and the intriguing Calvus cichlid. Get ready to uncover the secrets of these amazing fish and expand your cichlid knowledge like never before. Don't miss out on this aquatic adventure. Tune in on the Alex Cardinale Network YouTube channel and make waves with us. Thursday, March 20th. 2025 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Get ready to spring into action with Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale, airing on March 22nd, 2025 at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on the Alex Cardinale Network YouTube channel. Celebrate the return of Major League Baseball and the New York Yankees as Alex previews the Yankees' regular season, highlights their most exciting series, and shares his top 10 favorite Yankees players of all time. Dive into spring with a countdown of 10 must-do activities and indulge in Chef Alex's featured treat, the delectable cream puff. Discover fascinating facts about the armadillo, the peacock bass, the Oscar cichlid, the African dwarf frog, the Asian upside-down catfish, and the cherry-footed tortoise. For the first time ever, explore the intriguing world of the piranha, plus uncover fun facts about Breyer's ice cream and Sea Kim aquarium products. Don't miss the excitement of the Alex Cardinale Open Challenge. Who will step up? Tune in and find out all this and more in this action-packed episode.
Get ready for an epic celebration like never before. Join us as we celebrate 150 amazing episodes of Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 26, 2025, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, only on the Alex Cardinale Network YouTube channel. Experience thrilling recipe demonstrations as Chef Alex Cardinale recreates the viral TikTok sensation Dirty Soda using Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Mountain Dew. Plus, learn how to make a mouth-watering Mountain Dew cake with a decadent glaze. Dive into the aquatic world with Aqua Alex and his spectacular personal fish collection. Discover what new fish will join his family and from whom. Feel the rhythm with rap songs exclusively created and performed by Alex Cardinale. Witness the unveiling of the next inductee to the 2025 Creative Community Hall of Fame. Learn fascinating facts about the walrus, our animal of the world, and get insights on Pepsi, Coca-Cola, and Mountain Dew. Don't miss WWE fan Alex's exciting recap of WrestleMania 41. All this and so much more in a celebration you won't want to miss. Tune in live on Saturday, April 26, 2025, at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, on the Alex Cardinale Network YouTube channel. Be there, be entertained, and be part of history.
Get ready. Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale fans. It's time to celebrate 3 incredible years in style with the biggest Saturday Live of 2025. Mark your calendars for Saturday, May 24th, 2025, at a special start time of 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Join us for an unforgettable 3-hour special packed with excitement and surprises. This star-studded event features an all-star panel of special guests, Chef Alex working his magic in the kitchen, Aqua Alex and his fascinating fishy encounters, and Alex dropping some original rap beats. Proudly presented by Oasis Aquatics and Crumble. Discover your next tropical fish and create your oasis at oasisaquaticsonline.com. And for those with a sweet tooth, try a mouth-watering cookie from Crumble today. Let's make it a celebration to remember. Tune in on May 24th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, only on the Alex Cardinale Network YouTube channel. Don't miss out on the fun and festivities of the 3rd Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale.
Rolling down the turnpike, destination Jersey, hosting a spectacle, hitting it like a derby. 11 years strong, ain't nothing but heat. Alex Cardinal, the king of this beat, celebrating big time. You two shine, New Jersey bound, it's party time. Aquashella vibes, fish everywhere. Oasis Aquatics, energy in the air. Met up with Tom, owner of the spot. Oasis Aquatics, got tanks on the dot. Swimming with the best, no time for the rest. Jersey shimmering, Cardinale on his quest. Celebrating big time, you two shine. New Jersey bound, it's party time. Aquashella vibes, fish everywhere. Oasis Aquatics, energy in the air. 11 years in, we breaking all the rules. Live from Aquashella, flexing all the tools. Guppies and goldfish, light so divine. Alex's show, ultimate prime. Celebrating big time, you two shine. New Jersey bound, it's party time.
Welcome back to Aquatic Wetline here on the Alex Cardinale Network. Tonight we are hosting the Fish Keepers Fish Store Spotlight, where we're spotlighting the best online fish stores. And before our intermission, we spotlighted Oasis Aquatics, Nationwide Aquatics, Imperial Tropicals. We also spotlighted Lone Star Rare Exotic Fish and Underground Aquatics. I also discussed a couple of big announcements, and I discussed a new fish that I would like to get. And now we're going to spotlight 4 more fish stores before we wrap up our first fish store spotlight of 2025. Thank you, Tyler. Tyler says in the chat, dude, this is so good. Thank you so much. That means a lot. All right, so moving along, let's check out the stock list of Ron cichlids. So Ron cichlids is the place to go for those who are into African cichlids, whether it be Mbuna, peacocks, haps, Tanganyikan, whatever. I'm going to be keeping African cichlids soon, so this is where I'll be getting some of my African cichlids. A very beautiful Venustus, a very nice Kigma 7-stripe frontosa, which are very, very cool. Let's see what else is in stock. OB Yellow Blaze Z-Rock, very cool. There are some beautiful OB peacocks here, like the blueberry one I just saw. Whitetail A.C.E, very, very cool. And all the cichlids are colorful, and they look extremely healthy at Ron cichlids. Redfin Boleri, Blue Dolphin, which is a beautiful hap, I believe. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. OB Malawi Eggbiter, that's interesting. The flametail peacock is very nice. So that was Ron cichlids. And now we're going to show off a new fish store called Blue Hook Aquatics, and I've been following them on Facebook and social media for a long time. So let's check out Blue Hook Aquatics stock list. And we're also going to check out Discus Madness stock list at the same time, right after Blue Hook. So this is the new online fish store I was telling you about, Blue Hook Aquatics, an amazing stock list. And as you can see, they've got freshwater and saltwater, and they include pictures with their gorgeous fish. So some beautiful fish. They've got Malawi trout, Malawi barracuda, Malawi gar, which is very interesting. And they've got different types of cichlids as well. And now I believe we're looking at the saltwater section. The one-spot foxface, one of my favorite saltwater fish of all time. So that's going to be awesome. And now we're heading on over to Discus Madness, which is known for its discus, but they have way more than just discus. They've got aggressive fish too. And as you're going to see in just a second here, they've got some beautiful red Oscars and albino red Oscars as well. I call the albino red Oscars the fire Oscar because they're very, very beautiful. They've also got some red-tail cats and some other awesome fish at Discus Madness besides discus. And discus are nice. They're just kind of expensive. And some beautiful bettas. The red plaquette betta looks nice. So that was Blue Hook Aquatics and Discus Madness. And now it is time for our final fish store. The very first time we're going to feature this fish store on Fish Store Spotlight, and that is North Florida Aqua. This is another fish store that is in my area, Florida. But in northern Florida, I live in southern Florida, so I'd have to have these fish shipped to me as well. But Trimax cichlid, very cool. Bumblebee Oscars, very, very cool. So as you can see, he's got a variety of different types of fish. The Atlantic stingray is actually a stingray that can be owned here in Florida, but it is not a pure freshwater ray. It actually needs brackish water and even full salt water as it matures. So I definitely would not recommend keeping that unless you have a big brackish or saltwater tank. green phantom plecos, Fahaka puffer, very, very cool. The granulated catfish at the end is something that is jumping off the screen saying, buy me, because I really want a granulated catfish. You guys know I love my Dora Did catfish. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the March 2025 Fish Store Spotlight, and I can't wait for April's Fish Store Spotlight next month. As a matter of fact, it's going to be an awesome one next month. What new fish will I get? Make sure you tune into the 150th episode of Saturday Live on April 26th to find out, because the new fish that I order will be unveiled and revealed on the 150th episode of Saturday Live. Well, fish keepers, I thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Thank you to Higer for being a new sponsor. And be sure to check out the Aquatic Wetline merch on my website. Have a great rest of your evening, and thank you for watching Aquatic Wetline. Until next time, happy fish keeping. Aqua Alex, and good night from sunny South Florida.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Aquatic Wetline with Aqua Alex, proudly brought to you by Oasis Aquatics. We hope all you passionate fish keepers enjoyed the show and gained valuable insights into the fascinating world of tropical fish. Aqua Alex, with his deep love for both freshwater and saltwater species, is thrilled to share his knowledge and enthusiasm with you. A special thanks goes out to the Aqua Alex army of dedicated fish keepers who have helped shape the show into what it is today. With over a decade of excellence, we stand as the longest-running fish-keeping podcast. If you haven't already, become a part of the Aqua Alex army by liking and following our Facebook page, Aquatic Wetline with Aqua Alex. Until next time, happy fish keeping, and may your aquariums thrive.